Welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of What's Up with the Soup. This week, we are spending time with Shoreline Middle School's administration, where they talk about everything that goes into preparing for the new school year, for teachers to come back, for students to come back. And what you need to recognize is it is just one of our schools. Every single school is going through this, but you are going to be energized by all of the things that they do to prepare to make a fantastic school year for our kids in Provo City School District. So let's visit with the Shoreline Administration. Well, welcome everyone to this week's episode. I'm here with the Shoreline Middle School Administration. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
So we have Principal Tommy Hershey, we have Assistant Principal Kristen Chambers, and we have Assistant Principal Darren Burdett. And we want to just talk about what it's like to get ready for school, because I don't think people even comprehend how much time and energy and planning goes into it. So talk a little bit about what you're doing to get ready for new teachers, because they come back on Friday. Yeah.
So some of the things that we're doing with them are preparing their classrooms, a lot of materials. We've had some meetings with our instructional coach just to make sure that they have all the needs that they have that way. We have advisory at our school, so we're also looking at assigning an assigned admin to support them. And then we also have a mentor, an experienced teacher paired with them as well.
That's amazing. How many new teachers do you guys have this year?
We have 6.
6? Wow. Okay. Tell me a little bit about advisory and how you have to prepare teachers for that.
I think the biggest workload right now for the summer is just trying to get all of the materials together. We want teachers to come in and really be able to focus on building relationships with students from day one and not have to worry about materials. And so we try and get our instructional assistants in during the summer to prepare all of that, so that teachers come in day one and it's all there ready to go. And then we're constantly in meetings with some of our teacher leaders who are setting up the advisory lessons and making sure that teachers have access to that beforehand. So that's a lot of our busy work right now. I think also too, trying to get hirings in place, especially for our instructional assistants, and getting people in the building, because we want to make sure we hit the ground running with all the supports that teachers need, making sure we have people in the building and that they're not trying to run around like crazy, that we have people there that can support them and make sure that we hit the ground running with smooth processes, right?
That's true. What are some of the things that you do to prepare for all of your staff to come back? So tell us a little bit about that, Tommy.
Yeah, so this year we've done something a little bit different. We've prepared a welcome back gift just to let them know how much we appreciate them at Shoreline. We want them to know that we've been thinking about them over the summer. And then obviously we do a deep clean of the entire school, classrooms included. We're checking class rosters to make sure that they have enough desks and chairs and all the logistical things are taken care of. And then also just planning some professional development that's not only fun, but engaging and enriching to their instruction as well.
That's great. What are some of the focal points that you have that you want teachers to focus on this year with your students that you're trying to help them with in terms of this professional development?
In general, one of the things that we're doing is, our focus as a school is creating self-directed learners.
Oh, good.
And so as they prepare their classroom and their lessons, really having those target goals and structure in place so that it does provide that opportunity for students.
To kind of know where they can take control of their learning. They know where they are on the continuum. They know what they need to do to master a particular standard. That's pretty great. Go ahead, Kristen.
I think I'll add to that too. Our school focus too is literacy and how do we get kids reading? And so we're looking school-wide at learning progressions and what that looks like in each subject area and kind of helping our teachers map through that and kind of looking at different strategies, annotation strategies to be able to get kids engaged with reading and trying to make some big growth this year with our literacy.
I know as we've been talking with our leadership team, one of the things that we're focusing on is there are kids who really still are struggling to know how to read. They don't even have the skill of reading yet. So there's that piece where I know you're building in some interventions, because I know that we have to get you some software for that, like pretty darn quick was what I heard, like by Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
We're working on that. And then the second piece of it is helping your teachers develop those disciplinary literacy strategies. Am I understanding that right?
Yeah. And I think also helping teachers understand, our teachers are fantastic with their subject area, but realizing that there are tools that they can use within their subject area to help all students make some of this growth within our reading scores. So
it's awesome. I just want to give you guys a big shout out. As I have talked with teachers at Shoreline, they've talked about that as they moved over to the new building, just everything about the culture of the school is so positive. They have so many positive things to say about just the support that comes from the administration, and just the feel of the school is so good. So anyway, big shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
What are you guys doing to get ready for students?
Well, our first thing is we have a new student orientation that is scheduled actually for Monday.
Oh,
So we
cool.
have a morning session and an afternoon session where they get some initial direction from our counseling team, and then they will actually be paired in groups so that they can know new students and form new relationships there with people that they maybe didn't connect with the other feeder schools. And then it's an opportunity for them to begin to get to know our teachers as well. And then we'll obviously have our back to school open house that will allow them to engage with new teachers as well.
That's right. And they can like walk around the school, because
Correct.
that can be intimidating to a kiddo,
Yep.
right? Okay.
So just to add to that too, we have the back to school night on Monday,
Okay.
the 11th from 4 to 6. And then in addition to that, the first day of school, we spend a lot of time in advisory. And
Oh,
so
that's right.
students will come and we teach them how to navigate the school, and then expectations throughout the school so that they know how to behave and what to do, but also how to get from place to place to navigate their schedule as well.
So you're really establishing those expectations. This is what it's like. This is what we expect from a Shoreline student. And this is what you can expect in terms of what school should feel like for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fantastic. What are you most excited about for this school year?
I'll go. I was just talking about this. I am so excited for students to be back in the building. This is the whole reason we go into education, right? It gets very lonely
Yes,
during
it
the
does.
summer as
It
we're sitting
does.
there and we're doing the busy work, but you miss everyone. We've
Yep.
become like a family at Shoreline, and as staff poke their head in, it brightens up our day. But man, to have everyone back in the building, that's what I'm most excited about. And just to feel that energy and that buzz back in the school.
Big deal. What about for you, Darren?
I would really say the same thing. I really enjoy the students. We actually spent a couple of days this summer actually going out and meeting some of our incoming 7th graders and their families. And so it's been great to get to know them, and we're excited to get to know the other new students as they come, as well as welcoming back our returning 8th graders as well.
Did they freak out when you showed up at their house? Tell me about what that interaction was like. Like, holy crap, what is happening?
I think they were a little surprised, some of them. I mean, we didn't really schedule the appointments, but families were really accepting of us coming in and are excited about the new experiences that it will provide for their students. It also gives us an opportunity to understand some of the needs of the students and some of their fears and apprehensions coming in. And we'll be attentive to that. Now we're a face that they know and will recognize when they come to the school. And so we're excited about that.
That's awesome. What about for you, Tommy?
I would just echo what my 2 assistant principals have said. It's the reason why we do this is for the students, right? We're so excited to have them back. And I think that one thing that's a little bit different for me, at least this year, is the building is done. And so we don't have to worry about finishing the building at the start of the school year. So like Kristen said, we really get to kind of dig in and get to know our students a little bit better earlier, which is something that I'm looking forward to a lot.
And instead of focusing on this teacher has no desks or no sewing machines or no cabinet doors or whatever it might be, you actually get to go in and check in on the teacher and say, what do you need in terms of really being ready for instruction? And those are different conversations, which changes the dynamic, right?
Well, and I would say with teachers coming back on Monday, that really gives us an opportunity to get to know them a little bit better and help prepare them so that they're ready for students when they start on the 13th.
Yeah.
So.
And they're going to be able to spend time getting like actually ready rather than just like, I got to set up my whole classroom and unpack
Yes.
that was a lot, right? So do you have a theme or something that you're focusing on this year for your kids?
So really, like Darren said earlier, our theme is just really creating self-directed learners and improving literacy across the board. And so we always talk about what they can do to become more self-directed in their learning and following the Panther Way, which is a theme that we have as well. So we're just continuing along that same theme with building in intentional practices as it pertains to disciplinary literacy.
And what's cool about that is you're building the capacity of your staff across the board so kids are seeing this in multiple areas. It's not just in these isolated pockets, right? So that's really important. What are some of the fun activities that kids really look forward to as they come back to school? How do you welcome them? What does the first day look like? What is that?
I think a lot of it is, as we have brand new incoming 7th graders, just even teaching them what those activities are. And as we look at, we have a lot of attendance incentives each term, and kind of making sure that we're educating students so that they know what they're working towards. We try and be a presence out in the front of the school and encourage and excite. And I think our teachers are standing outside their doors and are excited. And Darren and Tommy were talking about, as we went out to do some of those home visits, like one of our social workers, that her most favorite part was showing up to a house and the girl was literally jumping up and down. She was so excited. And so a lot of that is just feeding off of our seventh graders that are really excited. I'm sure there's, a little nerves that come along with it, right? But just kind of feeding off of that energy. And then, our student government, and we have a PBIS team that they're all going to get involved and get started from day one, and just feeding off that energy and just making sure that students know kind of what's out there and starting fresh kind of, and teaching them everything new, because they've come from an elementary school for how many years, and we got to start fresh and teach them what we do as a family. So.
And as they're going through that progression, like, it is a little bit different than elementary school. So they feel a little grown up, but with that responsibility comes a little higher expectations.
Yes.
So they better be ready, right? What other kinds of things do you have, like a welcome back assembly? What kinds of things go along those lines?
Every year we'll do a welcome back assembly, and that'll be for all the students, which is a lot of fun. And it's really just an introduction to who we are as Shoreline, and it lets them get to know each of us as administrators a little bit.
Cool.
I think the other activities are kind of like what Kristen said. We have the quarterly activities, but then we also do some lunchtime activities that take a little bit of time to get started, but kids really enjoy those. We do some tournaments where we play the students. The winning student team gets to play against the teachers, and usually we beat them, but not in soccer. They beat us quite handily.
Yeah, soccer. So, yeah, I can imagine they're probably better at soccer.
Well, and I would say our goal is to really get out and meet the students and be involved with them and their families. And so they will see us out at the bus in the morning when they come, they'll see us when they leave, and they'll see us between every single class period and at lunch. So we're just excited about the opportunities to interact with them and to help them in their learning.
You're a very visible administrative team. Like, kids know who you are, and you are very approachable in terms of, like, when they're going to know that they can come to you when they have issues. Is there anything else that you would want to share with families or students as they're dealing with the nerves of coming back to school, to just help them see how awesome it is and how excited we are?
Our teachers are equally excited and able to help them in their transition. And really, we're a family at Shoreline, and all of our staff are committed to their success and their enjoyment of the experience.
I would agree, you're like a family, because you guys banter back and forth like brothers and sisters. Seriously,
that is true.
That totally happens. They watch it. So.
Reined it in right now.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. But what about Tommy, for you? What would you want parents and families or students to know as they might have those back to school jitters?
Yeah, so I think that especially as seventh graders, it's always a little bit nerve wracking. Like, I had a parent text me the other day, a little bit nervous with some concerns and some questions. And so I think the biggest thing is just come, let us welcome you. As Darren said, we're always out in the halls. We're easy to find. Come and experience Shoreline, and excited to really just welcome back the students and have everyone back in the building.
I would just echo that and just say, reach out. All three of us, we probably answer emails more than we should. We're quite quick at it. Like, reach out to us. We want to be here, and we want to be a part of the team. And we understand that there are some nerves that come along with sending your kid on to middle school, and we want to be here to answer questions and be a support. And we don't want you to feel like you can't come through our doors. Come on in. Come meet with us. Our front office staff is amazing.
Yeah, they are.
And they'll make sure that you get an appointment with us, or they'll give you contact information for us. And it's on the website too, and we're quick to get back to that. So I would say, don't be afraid to add us to your team. Like, let us be a part of it.
Oh,
right?
I love that. Add us to your team.
Let's be a team and support your kid.
Okay,
So.
love that. Well, we're excited. Oh, please, Darren, go ahead.
I would just say one more thing. We love the parents of our students as well.
Yeah.
And so we invite them to be present at the school and to come in, and there will be opportunities for them to get involved with their students' education.
That's awesome. Well, we're excited for the start of school. I know you guys do such a fantastic job of getting everything ready. A lot of work has gone into it. Just thank you for all of that. And it's just you're just one of the 18 examples that we have of our schools getting ready. Here we go. We're ready to go.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thanks, everyone, for joining me for this week's episode of What's Up with the Soup. As always, all episodes will be posted on the district website, YouTube, and anywhere you get your podcasts. If you have any topics or questions you would like us to discuss on the podcast, please email us at podcast@provo.edu. And don't forget to join us again next week for another new episode of What's Up with the Soup. Have a great weekend, everyone.